Are you curious what's new in the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2024 focused on airport and scenery enhancements? Then this is the video for you. Let's roll the intro and then let's look at the details. And we start with Whiskey Yankee 32 Circle B Ranch Airstrip. It's released or created by 42, which is a known developer for these kind of sceneries. And it's all new, fully native for Flight Simulator 2024. It's nestled in the heart of Cokeville, Wyoming, perched at 6,250 feet above sea level and framed by the stunning Bear River Range. So what's included in this package? Well, of course, it's fully compatible with Flight Simulator 2024, but it's also a scenic valley area surrounded by hills, rivers, sandbars and mountains. Perfect stops for bush trips. Runways included, helipads are there, right? A lot of cool things, including a lot of micro scenes, as they call them, such as the local ski resort, the cattle area, the picnic area, some bonus landing area, which is there. A lot of other cool things, which makes it really nice. And this is how it looks like. And you can see that this adds a lot of realism, right? If you look at the, I would say, at the barn, but also inside the barn and outside the barn, it looks super realistic. So this, I would say, a really nice package. You can even, I would say, ride a horse if you want. And this is also pretty nice. So this package was already there for Flight Simulator 2020, but it has now been ported to 2024. And adds a lot of more realism to this airport, or to this area, I should say. Then the next one is the Zenzhang International Airport, Zulu Hotel Charlie Charlie. This is also likely, let's say, already available for Flight Simulator 2020, but has now been ported to Flight Simulator 2024. A lot of details are there, but I will go to the most important ones. There are animated jetways, real ground markings, custom taxi lighting and PBR materials. And this is how it looks like. So this airport again has been ported from Flight Simulator 2020 to 2024. I'd say I'm not sure if they changed a lot, right? That's hard to say always based on the description. But you can see this aircraft or airport looks really nice. A lot of additions. Jetways have been updated. Also, I think the interior is there, right? So here we can see the interior, for example. All security lines. Really cool that they now have made this one available for Flight Simulator 2024. Also, we're here flying in the night. So let's focus on the newest again. Because the next one is the Puerto Escondido International Airport, Mike Papachera. It's also an airport located in the Mexican Pacific Southwest coast, serving the world's most Puerto Escondido surf town and surroundings in a grounding small airport with domestic and international operations. So let's skip to the screenshots. So these are the ones which are provided. So pretty nice. Also the night lighting has been enhanced. This is the terminal building. Unfortunately, not that many screenshots from closer. It could also be that there are some static aircrafts. Hard to say based on the pictures. But it still looks pretty cool, right? It's not a real big airport, but still they added a lot of details, as you can see on the images. This is likely static aircraft. Parking spots are there. And this is how it looks like when you're departing from the airport. So, pretty nice airport in Mexico, now available in Flight Simulator 2024. Then we've got 8 AK-5 Fort Crosby Airstrip by Emerald Scenery Design. This part was already available in Flight Simulator 2020, but now is also available in 2024. What's included? Well, a lot, right? I'd say all the models are using PBR materials, color matched imagery at 30 centimeters per pixel. Digital elevation model has been updated. Custom environmentals including weeds, wildflowers, native shrubs, 3D trees, rocks and logs are there. Gravel and dirt ground materials are there, and a lot of other cool things. There are also some dynamic things, always nice. For example, animated hangar doors, the beers are there, the bird's SFX, which means the sound is, I would say, if I'm correct, has been added. Butterflies, flocks, clock, improved lighting, moral, mushrooms, rain puddles, roof, snow and icicles, snow beams, and VFX. So, and this how it looks like. Well, this looks really cool, right? This is really, again, next level. If you apply this to Flight Simulator, you will enjoy it a lot. I'm pretty sure about that. You also can land at it with your, let's say, water aircraft, right? So, cool things are there. Pretty nice. Then the next one is Chunilna Cabin Strip. Not sure if I pronounced it correctly. Romeo November Charlie Sierra by Emerald Scenery Design. Again, this one is also an airstrip, including 2 creek campsites. I'd say kind of the similar, I would say, characteristics compared to the previous one. Also, a lot of dynamic features are there, right? Which you can add, which are included, sorry. And this is how it looks like. So also, this one is pretty cool. So for those who love flying boost trips, this could be one which you could consider, because the nice thing about Flight Simulator 2024 is that you also can go outside of the aircraft. Are we there yet? No, the list is pretty long this week. This one is the RN25, the 25 mile, the RNLL Lynden Lake Airstrip, created by the same developer, same characteristics likely, yes. Can see it over here. So let's skip to the images. You can see a moose, you can see several other nice things. Also this, right? That level of detail is really cool. A lot of, let's say, surroundings are there. Even, let's say, this one, pretty nice. Also the weather, right? The season. Frogs are included. So a cool package. Again, for those who love push trips, this is really, let's say, the best week ever. Then we've got John A. Osborne Airport, Tango Romeo Papa Golf, developed by SLH Sim Designs. 3D custom modeling, 4K textures, animated airport staff, vehicles and wildlife, dynamic lighting. They fixed the terrain elevations. They included the terminal interior. They added custom taxiway signage, which would say shows you the direction, as well as they added static sea traffic. So the sea traffic doesn't move, and also these cars are not moving, but they updated a lot for this airport, right? So John A. Osborne. And this is how it looks like. So a lot of cool things are there. Even fire trucks, right? So hopefully you don't need them, but they're there if you need them. And also night lighting has been adjusted, as you could see. Then we've got Lcastat Airport, Lima Foxtrot Mike Quebec by FSX 3D. This one is also pretty nice. It's 5 kilometers north of the town of Lcastat. It borders to the Paul Ricard Motorsports race circuit, right? Which is what say Formula 1 was there for some time. You can see the history of the airport. Not a lot of details about this, but let's jump to the screenshots, which will give us more insight. So this is the airport. You can see updated taxiways, updated aprons. You can see some usage being added. You can see the terminal buildings being updated, as well as the traffic tower. Also, the weather is there, right? Really nice if it rains. You can see the evening hours are also looking pretty cool. It's not, let's say, described if also the doors are opening or closing, but based on the different screenshots, I do expect that there are, let's say, not opening and closing. Here you can see that circuit. So it's also there. And it looks like it's raining a lot over the area. This is the racetrack again. During the night also looks pretty cool. So Lcastat Airport, also now available for Flight Simulator 2024. We're not there yet because we've got Dillingham Airfield, Papa Hotel, Delta Hotel. This is on Hawaii, as you can see. It's also known as the Kauai Hapai Airfield. and the surrounding northern shore of Oahu have been handcrafted with the application of in the scenery enhanced package for Flight Simulator 2020. But as mentioned, they now ported to 2024. And here we can see what has been included, right? High resolution ortho imagery of the airfield, custom rework natural landscape and vegetation, accurate runways, handcrafted and replicated airport buildings, detailed shoreline enhancements, including dynamic animations, including people, a flying glider, a surfer catching waves near the beach. So all kind of cool things. So let's see if they include the screenshots. So this is the airport, right? These are the gliders. You can see people walking around. And this is likely the surfer, which is dynamic, which means it likely is moving. So this looks a little bit too clean to me. But a lot of nice things have been added, right? This is the shore. Also during the night. So nice one, Dillingham Airfield. So for those who love to fly in the Hawaii area, it could be one. Then we've got Salvo Corporation. They released the Branca Bermanja Airport, Sierra Kilo Echo Juliet. This one is in partnership with Glide Slope Simulations. It's highly detailed, up-to-date runway, taxiway, aprons and stand layouts, custom and accurate, taxiway signage and realistic dynamic lighting. And this is the airport, right? It includes the interior of the airport, as you can see. So pretty nice. And also contains, I would say, some ground vehicles, but nothing more, unfortunately, based on the screenshots. Now we've got Lynden, Pindling International Airport, Mike Yankee, November. This is an airport which is previously known as the Nassau International Airport. It's the largest airport in the Bahamas and the largest international gateway into the country. Features ground images, likely it's based on ground images, not sure. Photorealistic textures for buildings, vehicles, airport objects, optimized for good performance, night lighting, custom jetways, and a lot of other cool things. So let's skip to the screenshots. You can see the interior of the terminal building has been also modeled, and that's also, say, always next level. This is, I would say, during the night, right? So during the evening hours, you can see that there also is a lot of additions to that. The runway or the taxiway and the runway, this also, right? You can see that they touched the aprons, people waving, pretty cool. So now also available in Flight Simulator 2024. Then we've got I&I Scene, which has developed the Los Angeles International Airport Kilo Lima Alpha X-Ray. It's a nice and big airport, so count on it. If you fly this one, it will be, I would say, pretty busy. And this is how it looks like, right? So you can see that there are a lot of additions. Even during the night, it looks great because they modified all the lighting. Here we can see the runways, some ground vehicles. Then we can see the jetways and also the hangars. I'm not sure if the doors are opening and closing. That would say is really unclear. And you can also see, or I skipped a little bit too fast, also the terminal interior has been modeled. Pretty nice. So Los Angeles Airport now available for Flight Simulator 2024. Then we've got Heathrow Airport, one of the busiest airports around the world. Echo Golf Lima Lima. This is, I would say, pretty cool. So let's look at the screenshots. Lighting has been customized. You can see the traffic tower is there. You can also see the outside of the traffic tower. I always love to see these details. A lot of British Airways aircraft, of course. Then you can see also the custom jetways. These are the other terminal buildings. A really crowded terminal building. Also, the night lighting has been enhanced. Some static aircrafts. So, cool one. London Heathrow Airport now available. We're almost there. The next one is the Kittyhawk Aerodome, Echo Golf Kilo Foxtrot. And this one contains also a lot of things. So 50 custom 3D objects. Then there are a lot of detailed things like hangar interiors, animated spectators, terraforming was done, custom animated windsocks. And also some static aircrafts, as you can see over here. So a lot of cool things. There's one disclaimer about the ICAO code, so keep that in mind. So this is the level of detail which you can expect. So also the hangar building. And I do think that we discussed this one also last week, but I'm going to simply go to it. A lot of nice things over here. Mainly has to do with the dates, which are sometimes a little bit unclear based on the release notes provided by Asobo. And then the last one, it's Lwanda Airport, Foxtrot November Bravo Juliet by Salvo Corporation in cooperation with Borelli, MSFS add-ons. So they created this airport. So what's included? Well, that's hard to say based on the description, right? But there are a lot of airliners landing or using this airport. And here we can see some screenshots, including screenshots during the night. So at least you can expect updated night lightning, but also if you look at this, they also modified the jetways and other things. So pretty cool. Was that it? No, there's of course more, right? Let's jump to the world. Let's see what they updated in the world. Let's make sure that we're only focusing on Flight Simulator 2024 and only on the newest items. First of all, we got the Emerald Object Library. This is likely, I would say, kind of a generic library, which is, let's say, required for some of these add-ons, and that's correct. Right, based on the previous airport which we discussed, there is a dependency on this package, and that's why this one is also for free. I don't think all the developers might benefit from it, unless they are reusing this add-on package, which could happen, of course, in the future. So there are no screenshots, unfortunately, but hey, that's it. Then let's jump to the newest again and let's see what else has been released. It's New York, New Lights 2024 exclusive edition by Dream Scenery. This one was also new and they did the same thing to New York as they did for other cities. They updated the lighting, and when flying over it during the evening hours, you will see that it's much more realistic but also much nicer to fly over. And this is not the only city which they updated this week. No, there are more, right? Chicago is the next one, for example. That's also where they updated. And here you can see again, a lot of cool things have been added. I'm not sure how realistic it is, but it still looks pretty nice. And then the last one, already the newest, is Washington and New Lights. And they also update the lighting over there, although this one is a little bit older, as you can see, but just going to go to it quickly. This is how Washington looks like during the night. So a small number of packages updated in this area, but still they are looking, let's say, pretty cool. Now here ends this video where we went to all the new airports and scenery enhancements. I hope you liked it. If you're now more interested in some new aircrafts or aircraft liveries, or maybe some new activities, then have a look at the description of this video because there are links to those videos as well. Thanks for watching and hope to see you back next week.